Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. It's Martin Heine speaking.
Martin, good afternoon. It's Matt Wallace here. How are you?
Hi, Matt. Very good, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much for taking the call. I presume now is still sort of convenient.
Yes, it's good time.
Excellent. And can I just check, do you have an hour for the call?
As long as you need.
Excellent. Super duper. Martin, is it worthwhile me just giving a little bit of background on myself and what I'm sort of hoping to achieve from the call, and that will give you some sort of idea of how to sort of frame some of the answers.
That'd be brilliant.
Excellent. So I work in an investment management firm here in London. We are looking at Equinity as a potential investment. I have done a little bit of work on it, and I have some fairly detailed questions I'd like to ask about the accounting in particular. And so I did sort of a brief search on the expert networks, and you were available, and I thought you'd be the perfect man to speak to, given your background with the company. So
I'll try. I might be a bit rusty, but I'll try and help you through that.
Well, Mark, you're a qualified accountant, and I am not. So there are some things I've spotted in the numbers, and I'm just keen for you to give me your impression of what that might mean internally. I know what these things tend to mean to me, but I have never worked in Equinity, and it's very difficult. Particularly, so my background is I'm a generalist analyst, so I will look at any type of company, pharmaceuticals, autos, business services, whatever it might be. And when you have businesses like this, that primarily are B2B, sometimes it's just a little bit difficult to sort of peel back the layers of the onion to try and understand what's really going on behind the scenes. And so, you might simply, that's a result of this, and there should be no concerns, and that's the kind of thing. So,
let's see if I can help.
Excellent. So, I have read your biography, but perhaps you could just sort of, in your own words, just sort of talk me through your time at Equinity, what you did, what your role was.
Yeah, no problem. I was the group CFO of Equinity when it was still in PE ownership owned by Advent. I joined and immediately issued a high-yield bond, so refinanced it, and then set about trying to take some cost out and to really get the business back to a growth track record through some of the initial acquisitions that they did prior to Guy Wakely joining. When Guy joined, he and I were chalk and cheese, and so I stayed on for 6 months to sort of help him settle in, and then moved on just prior to them doing their IPO. So
when you say chalk and cheese, what do you mean by that? I mean, I obviously understand what chalk and cheese means, but you're like what and he's like what?
He wanted a bean counter that would do as he was told, rather than a business partner that would work alongside him and help grow a business.
Okay.
There was only one voice that he would really hear, and that was his own. So completely different style of operation.
Yes. I guess as CFO, this is sort of a continual risk that finance managers have.
Yeah, and it's not the first time in my career that a new CEO's come in and I've taken the decision to move on, because to me that CEO-CFO relationship is so critical to the success of any investment. Guy's done some really good things with the business, but not in the style I would have done them. But that's a personal thing. It won't distract from what he's achieved with the business.
Okay, and then perhaps you could just, from my own understanding, so something you mentioned there was you came in and you issued a high yield bond and refinanced it. Stupid question. Well, why did the business need to be refinanced?
It was right up against banking covenants that's been put in place by the private equity owners, and the business model had really changed significantly, because when Advent had originally invested, interest rates back in 2007, 2008